Hey, baby. Guys, I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. For those of you that don't know, I lost my job a couple of months ago. But I still work there. I'm still there. And this job is incredibly demanding. It's so demanding. They expect you to put out 120% of yourself. They expected that when we were regular employees, and they still expect that now, despite the fact that we've been let go. And that's the frustrating part. And I'm a tad resentful towards them because of it. So I'm working a full-time job that's very demanding, while understanding that my time is limited there, which is confusing and a little disturbing. And I'm also trying to run a YouTube and a TikTok, which are two very different monsters. It's not just like, oh, let me put my YouTube videos on TikTok. It doesn't work like that. They're two very different platforms, and I make two very different types of content on them. Not super different, but slightly different. I post twice a week to YouTube and 3 times a day on TikTok. And that is exhausting. You know, posting to YouTube twice a week, that's like writing an essay, 2 essays per week for university. I've never done that before, let alone have a full-time job on top of that. And not only that, of course, I'm looking for work. I apply to about 20 jobs a day. So you can imagine I never get free time. I'm just always looking at a computer screen or a phone screen. You know, writing the 2 essays wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have to also look for a fucking job and write essays to companies to convince them to hire me. It's so ridiculous, you guys. It's ridiculous. I started posting 2 times a week on YouTube when things were stable, when things were good. I was posting to TikTok, YouTube, everything was chill. Because I just had my full-time job and then my side gig, which is social media. But now, applying to jobs every day is not only, like, physically exhausting, it's also mentally and emotionally draining. Because a lot of these jobs are just a bunch of bullshit. I'll be honest with you. I'll find something, but it takes time. It takes time, and it's a numbers game. So you need to put out. So my job treats us like we're machines. We just create. Like, I'm telling you guys, I don't even know if you can understand. I can create an entire web page plus mobile web page and desktop web page in one day, and then 2 emails and like a whole set of social media ads all in one day, because it has to be done, because the due date is... My cat's on my laptop. Shoo! Shoo! Because the due dates, right? There's due dates. You have to put it in. Now, they always say, like, who you truly are They always say, however you are when you leave is who you've always been. And they say that for, like, relationships. They say that for jobs. Whoever you were at the end is who you've always been. And so I'm trying to prove to myself and to my job, for whatever reason, that I've always been a good employee, that I've always been on time, that I've always been creative, that I've always been great. And that kind of feels like a humiliation ritual, I'm not gonna lie. I talked to one of my coworkers the other day. We had a meeting, and he's pissed, you know. He's exhausted. We're being run ragged, despite the fact that we will not be here in a few months. Or in a month. And I don't think that's fair. It gives you, like, this mixed emotion of, like, you want me to still be motivated. Not only for this client that we just lost. You want me to still create content for this client that we just lost. And make it look good. For them. The people who decided to leave and cause the destruction of my company, which caused me to get laid off. You want me to create beautiful content for them still. I don't know if I've ever felt this weird. I don't know if I've ever felt like this mixture of, like, resentment paired with, I still gotta work hard and I still gotta make this look beautiful. You know, like, it's not like we're doing, like, these little tiny projects. We're editing videos, we're creating websites, we're creating emails for these people still. We're putting time and work and energy and mental mind power into this shit. All for what? All to lose my job at the end of the day. That's for what? So enough ranting and raving about that stupid bullshit. I'm burnt out. I'm burnt. So I'm only going to post once a week on YouTube. Because I think my content is suffering. I think my brain is suffering. I think my emotions are suffering. Probably going to only post, like, once or twice a day on TikTok. Once a week on YouTube. At least until I totally lose my job. And I'll find that out next week when that's actually going to happen. Because we don't actually know when our last day is. It's hard to just be, like, mad at one person about all this, because there's not just one person to be mad at. I don't think this company has ever gone through something like this before. I don't think my coworkers have ever gone through anything like this before. So there's no one to blame. There's no one to say, that's the bad guy. You know, and I can understand why the client left my company, because my company is a tad unorganized. Even with each other, we're unorganized, so I can only imagine what it was like being a client to this company. Not to speak bad on my company, but, you know, it's a fantastic company. I love my company, but they need to get their shit together. And I think this proves that. This proves that. It was their biggest client. They lost their biggest fucking client, you guys. This is not a baby client that they lost. So, I'm just gonna have to post once a week on YouTube. At least for now. Again, I'll find out next week when my last day is. And then hopefully I'll start to post 3 times a week on here. Because I'll just be looking for a job and maybe doing some freelance and then doing my YouTube channel. So I'll have a lot of free time. A lot more fucking free time. Honestly, this might not sound weird to you, but it sounds weird to me. I'm looking forward to losing this job. Because it will give me free time Like, no, I won't have my consistent paycheck coming in, but I'll have some free fucking time for once. It's that weird paradox of, like, I don't want to lose my job. Like, that's not what anybody wants, but I'm looking forward to losing my job at the same time because I am so exhausted. So yeah, once I lose my job, I'll post like 2 or 3 times a week. I really want to start doing... That's my cat. I really want to start doing reaction videos. I think that'll bring in more people faster than my walk and talks. My content is a little all over the place, and I think that is why my growth on YouTube is slow. I had one video blow up about women being toxic too, and, you know, I don't want to continue to create content about that. Like, that stuff, those themes might pop up again, but I don't want that to be my channel. My channel is very, like, variety. So, I'm not blind to the fact that my slow growth is due to controversial opinions mixed with, you know, critical thinking, philosophy, mixed with self-improvement, mixed with now maybe possibly reaction videos. Like, I'm not dumb. Like, I know that is a lot of shit for one YouTube channel. But there is a method to the madness. And I want that to work. I want it to work. The niche is me. The niche is not my content. The niche is me. When you come to my channel, you're coming here for me. You're not necessarily coming for the content, although you are coming for the content, but it's me talking about the content. That's why you're coming here. So the growth is going to be slow because you guys have to get to know me. People have to get to know me. People have to discover me. People have, you know, it's not like I'm going to post like 20 viral videos and then like that's how I'm going to pop off. It's like people are going to discover me and they're either going to hate me or they're going to love me or they're going to be like, meh. And they're either going to subscribe or unsubscribe or whatever, and that's the reality of my channel. It's not just your regular, everyday, like, video, like, repeated videos, like, same video over and over again. I don't want that for my channel. I don't. So yeah, I'm just here to update you. My channel's gonna pivot a couple of times for the next few months. It's gonna pivot. And if you follow my TikTok, that will also be pivoting a couple of times for the next few months. But I just wanted to update you and let you know I'm on the struggle bus right now. And that we're struggling together in this, you know. You might follow me because you find it hard to struggle. You do not struggle well. And the key to life is to learn how to struggle well. So, something I gotta remind myself is, yes, I started microdosing because I wanted to work through burnout, but that was before I lost my job. Okay? Working through this type of burnout is not smart. So I need to focus most of my energy on finding a job and finishing out my current job. Those are my priorities. And then I also need to prioritize my mental health. So that is how you struggle well. You pivot despite the fact that you have to make some sacrifices. And unfortunately, the sacrifice is this channel. I'm not giving up. I'm just pivoting a little bit. But I really appreciate you guys sticking with me because honestly, if it weren't for you guys liking, commenting, subscribing. I mean, like, if I had 0 subscribers, I would definitely give up, but I'm not gonna give up, and it's because of you guys, so hopefully I can look back in a year and maybe, like, react to this video and be like, look where I came from. Now I have 100,000 subscribers. Look where I came from. I don't know, hopefully. But anyway, quick update video. Thanks for sticking with me. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video.